Doing a demonstration of the RSForm Pro Advanced PHP plugin, we must obviously take into account that PHP is beyond the scope of this little demonstration. If you do not know PHP, there is a number of places I could direct you to. First of them being Lindan.com's online library. They've got some excellent courses on PHP. We could just open some of those here. I would highly recommend PHP with MySQL Essential Training by Kevin Copeland, as well as PHP with MySQL Beyond the Basics, also by Kevin Copeland. These would help you lay a good foundation in the initial startup of your PHP programming. So that being said, going back to our little plugin, you have a selection of many events here that you can use to target certain things. To see what those are, you could click yes to activate that specific event. If you do not place code in here, nothing will happen, but it would be better for you to just not, if you're not going to be placing any PHP scripting in here, that you leave it as no, as inactive. It just speeds up the execution. So if you're going to say yes, then obviously you are going to be putting script in here. You can modify the args array. Please remember not to include the normal PHP open and closing tags for the PHP documents, since this is executed inside one of those already. You can then obviously target this args array, which holds within it the form layout as well as the form ID. If you need to link the form ID to some other database and place this data or grab data from another database based on this ID, then you've got the ID here. Obviously, to see this args array in the front end of the website, before the form is being displayed, you do the normal debugging method. Simply echoes pre-tag, then a var dump of the array, close the pre-tag and exits the execution, so that you can actually look at every available variable in this array upon each of these instances here. Do know that this value for the form layout is passed by reference, so you can, whatever you make changes here, changes it everywhere in the execution. Okay, so this would be to actually have some script execute before the form displays on the front end of your website. This is quite helpful if, for example, let's say in your form here with full name, you would like to add, let's say if a person is logged into your website and you like to add their name and email here, by default, so they don't need to type it. You could do it in the following way. Just click edit. In the default field, do something like that, and then click update. The same going for the email. You click edit and just make sure we make it capitals. And then update. Now basically you have these two elements that you could target through that little script area which we've looked at. So we go back there, go again advanced, and yes, and here we can add the following script. We first use the JFactory class and the method get user to see whether the user is actually logged in, and by doing a referral to see if there's an ID. If there's no ID, we know it's a guest, and we simply can then clear out these tags from our search and replace array. Or we could, if the user is logged in, we replace the name tag with that user's name, and we replace the email tag with that user's email, and then here we target the form layout of the args array with the standard replace method We use the array keys for the search replace array, and we use the array values from the search replace array for the different replacements, and then obviously we throw the array in and put it back in there since it's passed by reference. This would then update those values on the fly to the front of the website, and then we can just click here save. It should say the form has been successfully saved, and then we could do preview on the front. We see since that we are not logged in as a user, the fields are empty again. Now let's log in as a registered user. Now the form adds our name, the user's name to the form by default, and it adds the user's email address to the form. Well, this is a very small peek into all the functionalities that we can now implement through this advanced PHP plugin for RSForm Pro. There's many events that you can do the same with. I hope you enjoy using this plugin, and if you have any questions or queries, please do contact our support department. Do know that we do not do custom scripting at this time, and so basically we just give support in relation to the plugin itself. Thank you. Bye.